Let me just leave my dignity at the door.
Everybody's a suspect!
Coming to get you, Bobber.
Wolfman's got Nards!
The Fanatic is a 2019 horror thriller directed by Fred Durst, and it stars John Travolta and Devon Sawa. Ever since this movie was announced, I've been very interested to see this film, especially because of the cast, the images that I've seen before the film was finished, and also the storyline to the Fanatic as well. A rabid film fan stalks his favourite action hero and destroys the star's life. There have been a few movies that are similar to the Fanatic, but something that interested me most was the connection between Eminem's music video Stan and the Fanatic. Obviously Devon Sawa was the main star in the music video for Stan, and he's playing the opposite character in the Fanatic. When the first images of John Travolta's character Moose was shown online, I thought, okay, this does look a little bit strange, a little bit out of John Travolta's comfort zone, but I don't think John Travolta has a comfort zone anymore. He starred in a lot of great movies, but he's also starred in a lot of really bad movies, most recently Gotti. So get into this film, I wasn't expecting anything perfect. I wasn't expecting a good movie at all. I was getting into it knowing that it could be a bad movie, but I have to admit it, I actually enjoyed this film.
I can't talk too long. I gotta poo.
I'm not going to take anything away from John Travolta's performance because I think he performed in the way that he was supposed to. I think he was over the top quite a lot of the times, but at times I really felt sorry for him as well. And also at times I was quite scared for whoever was with him. So I think that John Travolta did a good job. His lines and dialogue in this film were sometimes diabolical and hard to watch and cringeworthy, but I think that came with the movie.
Your movie is amazing, and you're going to be amazing in it.
Devon Sawa, on the other hand, he's one of these actors from the 90s that I absolutely loved. I loved him in Final Destination from 2000 and Idle Hands, and there's a few other movies like Now and Then, The Boys Club and Casper. So he's one of these actors that I was always enjoying watching on screen, but he disappeared, and I don't know why, because he was a really good actor. In this film though, I think Devon Sawa was the standout. Even though John Travolta was acting in a way that was supposed to be really good, I think that Devon Sawa was more realistic. He had two sides to him. He had this caring side for his family when he wasn't arguing with John Travolta, when he wasn't arguing with Moose. He was a family man and he was just a normal person wanting a private life. But when he was with Moose, when Moose was confronting him, you can see why he was being the way he was. He was being a bit of a dickhead at times just to try and get Moose away from him. But at the same time, you kind of wanted him to back off a little bit because he should know that Moose has a disability. So yeah, he was a bit too heavy-handed at times, but sometimes that's needed for the type of person that he is. I'm not going to go too far into the storyline for this because there's not much of a story. It's just basically about this stalker, about this guy with a disability that he takes it a little bit too far. He wants to meet his action hero, his horror hero, and he finally gets to meet him, but something happens and he's not able to sign his waistcoat, and that causes a chain reaction to how we get to the end of the movie, and he just really wants a signature from his favourite action hero, but he's like, no, get away from me, you're at my home. And he's took it a little bit too far. I'm talking about Moose, he's taken it too far. But then Devon Sawa also takes it too far as well, and they both just clash. The pacing of the film was too rushed. It was only an hour and 28 minutes long. In fact, an hour and 21 minutes long without the credits. So it was a rushed film. I think if they spread the movie out a bit and had better dialogue, then I think it could have been a better movie. Yes, it was ridiculous at times and it's not an Oscar-worthy movie, but I think it was a decent film. It's definitely not as bad as people are saying.
Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Dumbar, Mr. Dummy Bar.
But that's where I do leave my dignity at the door, because I know that it's not a perfect movie. I know that it's not a movie that artistic critiques are going to be loving, they're not going to be praising, but it is one of the movies that I actually was invested all the way throughout the film because of the way it was set up. I think that there are movies that are really bad that I just want to switch off, and while I was watching The Fanatic, even though I knew it was bad, I still had to watch it because I wanted to see what happened in the end. John Travolta again wasn't bad in the film, he was just over the top. Devon Sawa was great though. This was the first movie that I saw that Fred Durst has directed. I thought he directed Population 436 from 2006, but he only starred in that. I actually thought he directed that, but he didn't. I had to check it up there. But yeah, Fred Durst, for the first movie that I've seen him direct, he actually done not a bad job. If you do plan on seeing this movie, guys, don't expect a masterpiece because you're not going to get it. It was quite funny at times, and not in a good way. It was funny in a laughable kind of way, but leave your brain at the door, watch the movie for what it is, and you probably will enjoy it. If you've seen The Fanatic, guys, let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below and keep it nice. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching again. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.